Sandwich. You need a spatula because you can't flip with your fingers or you burn yourself. You need the bread, butter, cheese, and a butter knife to spread the butter with. Okay, the first thing you do before you even turn the fire on and get your pan hot is to spread your butter onto your 2 pieces of bread. See how I'm spreading it nice and even? We don't want a big clap in the middle or this side isn't going to get brown. We want every part of the grilled cheese to be nice and crispy. Okay. Now that all of our ingredients are ready and our bread has been buttered, we can preheat our pan, which means we're going to have it come up to temperature. We don't want to put the grilled cheese in there cold or it'll take longer and our bread might get soggy. So we turn it to light, and then we don't want it on high because if it's on high, our grilled cheese is only going to burn. So you want it at about medium, which is about 7. Put your pan back on again and wait for your pan to preheat. It normally takes about 30 seconds to a minute. So we can watch our time if you'd like, or we can just kind of count on our head for it to get ready. Some people like to butter their bread during this time, but I'm always afraid of letting my pan get too hot, and then I'll burn my grilled cheese, and I don't want that. Make sure we never stand too close to our flame or lean against it, or in my case, we don't want my hair down inside the flame. We don't want to have to go to the doctor today. Okay, tell me when it's been about that time. Has it been about 30 seconds to a minute? It's been pretty close, but not quite. Let's give it a little bit longer, okay? We always have to make sure whenever we're dealing with pans on the stove, too, that our handle is never pointed out. Because if it is, we just hit it and it fell into the floor. We don't want that. Okay, it's been about a minute. So we take 1 piece of our bread with the buttered side down. We put it down in our pan. We put our piece of cheese on top of that. And our second slice of buttered bread with the buttered side up. And now we have to let it cook for a few seconds. There goes your lunch. Or your dinner. Let's check it again. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's ready. Okay, so we're going to take our spatula and slide it underneath. We're going to hold on to the handle of our pan so that when we do it, our pan doesn't slide off. So we're going to slide our spatula underneath. We're going to lift it up and we're going to flip it over. Did you hear that noise? All that butter cooking. We're going to cook it for the same time. You're going to butter it like if you're putting peanut butter on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So you're going to want a fair amount of butter on there. Okay, and see how my other side is all done now? Think that's done enough or does it need a little more? That's enough? Okay, so this pan is our... Okay, put your knife down. Go ahead and turn on your pan, like we talked about. Push it in. Okay, turn it down to what number? 7. Good job. Okay, now what? It's already hot. We don't wait for it to reheat, so what do we do first?
We keep the bread.
What part goes on the bottom? The butter, right? Go ahead. Be very careful, it is hot. Okay, now put your cheese on it. See, you can tell that pan's really hot now, right? So put your cheese on it, good. Without touching the pan, good job. Okay, now put your other piece of bread on top. With what side up? The butter has to be facing up, for when you flip it over, it can grill that side, right? Good, now we wait, and you're gonna see this one, it's gonna work a lot faster than the first one. And so you're going to see the cheese start to melt. You're going to hear it start to make less sound and know that we're getting close to time.
That was really good.
Yeah, but it's not quite ready yet. Did you see any of that cheese melting yet? Not quite.
This is super greasy.
From the butter. See what's happening to the butter on top of that piece of bread on the very top?
Nothing.
It's starting to melt a little bit. Would you like to check? Hold on to the handle. Lift up the corner and check and see.
Oh, it's almost there.
Okay. Now sometimes when you go to flip over your grilled cheese, you're going to have to wiggle that spatula there. Sometimes it sticks a tiny bit. You just wiggle the spatula there and it'll unstick. And And when you go to flip it over, you have to be careful because sometimes it's okay. It just means there's butter in it. Sometimes it likes to separate. Good. Wiggle that spatula length there if you think you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, wiggle it all the way. Good. Okay, now pull it back. Oh, you did it! Awesome! That's a beautiful grilled cheese sandwich.
I like mine super crispy.
Yeah, you did a beautiful job. So now wait for a little bit.
The cheese is
Ooh, your cheese is ooing out and hitting the pan. That's a good grilled cheese sandwich. When we're done, I think we should take a bite of mine. Because yours is still going to be really hot, and then you can eat yours.
Can I turn it around since it's more over that way and have this handle?
How about you pull the grilled cheese sandwich closer to you? You could do that. Oh, we got to slide underneath. Good. It's okay. Keep wiggling. Good. Now pull it closer to you. There you go. And
yeah, it's done.
okay, so get it out. Remember, you got to wiggle sometimes. It's going to want to stick now because that cheese is on there. Good. Don't use your fingers, remember.
Ah, it's hard.
You got it, but you got it. Do it from this side. Maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. Why don't we turn the heat off too? There you go. Would you like me to help you?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take our spatula and wiggle it like this. Underneath. Put it on our plate. Put our spatula down. Let's pick up my grilled cheese and both take a bite and look at the camera. Mmm. Good job. Thank you for helping me make grilled cheese sandwiches. I will be teaching Peyton today how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. We will be using a recipe to guide us on our way. He will be reading along the recipe as I'm modeling for him how to make the grilled cheese sandwich. At the end, there is a checklist that we will go over together to make sure that every step was done in the recipe. So, Peyton, what do we do first in our recipe?
We wash hands for 20 seconds in warm water with soap.
Okay, so let's do that. Check off of our list. Tell me what we need.
2 pieces of bread for each sandwich.
Okay, go slow. We have 2 pieces of bread for each sandwich, so we have 2 for me and 2 for you. There's butter.
1 slice of cheese for each sandwich.
And here's 2.
And our items needed are butter knife, pan, spatula, stove, plate, and a pot holder.
Good. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to begin. Now we take our 2 pieces of bread, because we're going to make 1 sandwich to begin with. I'm going to make it and then you're going to make it. And we're going to butter 1 side of the bread only. We're going to make it an even coating, but not too thick. Okay. Now, we should heat up our pan. Our pan needs to be warm. That way it cooks. So we turn it to light, turn it on, and then we're going to turn it down. We don't want it on full crank. We don't want our sandwich to burn, okay? Now we have to give it a minute or 2 to heat up. What does it say that we have to do after the pan is heated up?
Place 1 of the buttered pieces of bread in the pan, buttered side touching the pan.
Oh, good. Okay. We still have another minute. It seems like this time kind of drags on. Let's talk about stove safety for a minute while we're letting it heat up. Are we supposed to lean over our stove when it's on? Do we touch the stove when it's on? Do we touch the pan when it's on?
Only this part, if
Right.
you need to.
And then you also have the
Pot
pot holder to help you. Okay. So let's put down our piece of bread, buttered side down like the directions said. And then we're going to take 1 piece of cheese.
Piece of bread.
Good. And you lay it on top of the piece of bread. And then you layer the next piece of bread on top of that one. Which side does my butter side face?
Place the second piece of buttered side on top of the cheese with buttered side up.
Facing up. See, that way when I go to flip it over, it's going to have the other buttered side down.
Crispy.
Right, so it's going to get crispy, exactly. Okay, so now we got to wait for it to heat up, to cook. we're going to check it out by putting our spatula underneath the edge and looking for it to get brown. It's not brown yet. We're going to keep checking it.
So it's touching the pan by lifting the edge of the bread using the spatula. If bread is brown, then it is ready.
Right, so it's like I keep doing here, how I'm showing you. I'm turning it up, and is it brown yet?
Nope.
Not yet, so it's not ready.
And when it is ready, when the bread is touching the pan, is brown, slowly slide the spatula under the bread until the entire sandwich is resting on the spatula.
Good. When we go to flip it, we're going to want to hold onto the pan. So let's get our pot holder and turn the pan so that our one hand is going to hold our spatula, the other hand is going to hold the pan so it doesn't move around, okay? Alright, so now it says to switch or to slide the spatula completely under our sandwich, see? Watch me. And then we're going to lift it up, and we're going to turn it over so the other buttered side is touching the pan. Do you hear the sizzle? Ooh, that's a good sound. That means that it has connected with the heat in the pan, and it's going to brown that side.
Let the sandwich cook for about 2 minutes on the second side.
Good. So how do we check? We're going to lift up the corner to see if it's ready. Oh, it's not ready, but it's not taking nearly as long as that first side did. It's doing a good job. Probably because why?
Because it's hotter than it was on the first side.
Our pan is hotter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. Okay, let's check again because it's moving fast. Oh, it looks brown. Okay, I think it's done. So we're going to slide our spatula underneath our sandwich, lift it up, move it to our plate, and then immediately turn off our pan. We're going to do the same thing I did, following the recipe. Okay, so do you need to hold the recipe? So let's go. We washed our hands. We got the ingredients. We have everything ready at the stove. Pan's in the burner. But let's butter our bread.
Okay.
Might be a little easier to have a little bit more butter. You can always scrape off the extra there is when you put it on, okay? Medium high. So let's turn the burner on, turn it to medium high. Okay, good. Now, we don't have to wait for it to heat up. Why?
Because it's already hot.
Because you'd already made one. Okay, so now it says to follow our recipe. What does it say next?
Place one of the buttered pieces of the bread in the pan, buttered side touching the pan.
Okay, so follow that direction. Okay, and our recipe says to do what next?
Put the cheese.
Put the cheese on top of the bread, correct.
Get yummy cheese.
Okay, good. And now it says to do what? If you remember what the directions were, you can just say.
It said to take the piece of bread and put the buttered side up.
Good.
On the cheese.
Good. Okay, so now we wait what?
For 1 minute since...
We just wait for it to get brown.
Yeah.
Because that's what it says here. Check the sandwich that is touching the pan by lifting the edge using the spatula. If the bread's brown, then it's ready.
Almost. Get now,
Okay, so slide it. Good. I have to wait, we're almost done. Oh, that was a good sizzle sound. So is this like going to take as long to cook, you think? No, like how when I made mine, it's going to cook pretty quickly, right? I need to get out of here.
Cheese is starting to melt.
Oh, melty cheese. Get ready?
Almost.
No? Cheese, yum. How about checking it? Let's check to see.
Almost. The cheese is hitting the pan.
Oh, your cheese is oozing out.
It's ready.
Okay, so put it all the way into the spatula. Good, and then what do you do first? Right away. Turn the stove off. Excellent. Okay, now what is